Third time is the charm. Hey, this is TJR. Today I saw Thor Ragnarok. This is the 10,000th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe series of motion pictures. And definitely this is the best of the three Thor films so far. Now, when you see the foreshadowing of Thor Ragnarok in Avengers Age of Ultron, you know, I was kind of expecting a much darker film from this movie, but of course, once I saw the trailers, I realized, okay, they're kind of taking a cue from Guardians of the Galaxy. This one is going to be definitely have more emphasis on humor and fun. Now, the only thing is that Guardians of the Galaxy had lots of serious moments, and it knew how to really balance well these moments of humor and seriousness. While this is probably the most enjoyable of the three Thor films, it's not always that good at doing that same balancing act. Especially near the end, there are moments that are very serious that where just suddenly we're intruded on with jokiness that I think should have been left out, to be honest. However, where this film does succeed is that Marvel Studios, I think, finally realizes that Thor's adventures need to be set free. They don't need to be earthbound, and that they need to be, you know, cosmic odysseys. This was the same mistake that DC Comics Warner Brothers made with Green Lantern. It's, you know, he's an intergalactic superhero. His adventures need to be a cross between Star Wars and superhero. And yet they felt they had to keep the movie earthbound because I guess there's this fear that audiences won't relate to it. I don't know where that comes from, considering that Star Wars is, you know, one of the biggest franchises in the world. The primary objective of the first Thor movie was, of course, one, just to introduce the character, introduce Asgard, and also introduce Thor's brother Loki. Is it Loki or Loki? I'm not sure. At any rate, though, but to introduce those characters so that you're ready for them when you see the first Avengers movie. Second film, I'll admit, maybe not the strongest. I didn't think it was terrible like some people do. It was just not the strongest. But I think in that second film, they really should have gone more cosmic with it. But they have finally done it with this third film. The only difference between, of course, Green Lantern and the first two Thor movies is that while this was a mistake to keep it earthbound, the producers and creative people behind the Thor movies did a better job of executing that, even though it was a mistake. Did that make sense? Not sure. Thor Ragnarok also guest stars Mark Ruffalo as Dr. Bruce Banner and, of course, the Hulk. And I have to admit, the CGI on the Hulk in this film is absolutely incredible. Now, I do realize, of course, that Mark Ruffalo is playing the character of the Hulk. He is giving a performance, probably wearing a motion capture suit. But man, was the CGI on this good. It really felt like the Hulk as this larger-than-life creature was physically there. You could feel the weight of the character when it walks around, that it's really there in the scene. Tom Hiddleston is also back as Loki, Thor's brother, and thank goodness, too. I really feel that, you know, in the first two films, one of the saving graces with those first two films was, of course, the dynamic between Thor and Loki in those two films. And, of course, it's here in this film, and it's all very well played. Cate Blanchett, also very fun to watch as the villain, Hela, the goddess of death. She's just having a lot of fun playing this bad guy, and she is just hamming it up and vamping it up and clearly having a good time, and she's definitely a lot of fun to watch in this film. I remember when the trailer came out and, of course, heard Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song, and I thought, oh, how perfect, you know, for this film, and figured I probably wouldn't hear it in the movie, though. Very pleased to say that Immigrant Song is in the movie twice in the film, actually, and very effectively used when it is in the film. Very well done. Kind of surprised that the second trailer didn't use Kiss's God of Thunder. And if you are one of those who wants to stick around for closing credit sequences, then I will let you know that there is, of course, a mid-credits sequence, and then there is also a closing credits sequence. So if you want to see them both, you will want to stay for all of the closing credits. One of the major complaints about the Marvel Cinematic Universe of films and these types of films in general, these sort of, fun action franchise films, is that they're more amusement park rides than they are, serious cinema. And I'm a fan of serious cinema as well, so I understand this complaint. And I guess if any film in the Marvel canon falls more into that category of being more of an amusement park ride, I think this film does. I'm sorry to have to say. That doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. I certainly did enjoy it a lot. I'm sure you will enjoy it too. But I feel like if they'd taken just a little bit more time in the editing room, that the more serious aspects of this film would have breathed a little bit more and would have been given more their moment to shine. And, but I think sometimes the jokiness just intruded a little too much in some of those serious moments. However, though, I'm glad to see that Thor's adventures are finally, cosmic, that they're, more, that they're in Asgard and in all the other realms that occupy those stories and not earthbound. And so if there are future Thor films, I certainly hope they keep going in that direction. But overall, a fun and enjoyable movie. It just needed to balance its serious tone with its more jokey tone a little bit better. I think Guardians of the Galaxy really did that well in the last film. I wish this film had done the same. Right before recording this video, I checked the film's Rotten Tomatoes score. It's somewhere in the low 80s right now, which feels about right to me for this film. Once again, I think they might have gotten higher score if they just balanced those tone issues a little better. So, have you seen this movie? What do you think? And I'm looking forward to checking out your comments. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.